out on my Facebook timeline. Religion, a tool for manipulation. We cannot, afford to restore a nation whereby we shall continue being zombie. No question. They programmed us not to question. No, don't touch man of God. How dare you, man of God? How dare you? Oh, no, touch not my anointed. Who anoint you? Who anoint you? And he didn't anoint me. We want to restore a nation whereby we shall reason like rational human beings, the way it is being done now in Europe. People, I will go into it later anyway, but I want to say this. Some people are mistaken saying that, Mazi, the religion, the Christianity practice in Africa is not the same. The one in Europe is different. I say, I beg to differ completely. I say it's the same thing. It's the same. The only thing that changes is the mentality of the people. That is why we are trying to fight in order to change the mentality of our people. If we change our mentality, now we subdue religion. You understand? And religion will be under us like the Europeans did. Religion is under their foot. But in Nigeria, human beings are under religion. Religion is subduing everybody. It was not palatable for the Europeans to do what they did, to get the result of what we are enjoying today in Europe. Do you understand? So you see, now, Christianity in Africa, now, wow, the way they are using it is not the same like where I am in Italy. Even they brought Catholic church, but they don't even go to church again. You have to find out, it is not that the religion changed. No, it is the mentality of the people that changed. Study about the history of Europe, how they fought hard for many years, many decades, many centuries in order to subdue religion and put religion in its place. They build a government that is above everything. The government is their God. Do you understand? That is how it should be. There is somebody that he says something, I listen on Facebook. He say, opposite of religion is common sense. You cannot have the two. It's impossible. You cannot have the two. Be highly religious and have common sense. No, you must either, when you start questioning, having common sense, you start questioning religion. You understand? You start questioning religion. When you start developing common sense, that common sense that is in you, because it is natural. Common sense is natural in every human being. Now it depends on how you develop it. Immediately you start developing common sense, now you start questioning religion. You start relegating religion to the background. That is what the Europeans did. Collectively as a people, they fought, not an individual. Here in Africa, it is individual for the meantime. Individuals are developing common sense until we gather around and gather that our common sense, development of common sense, organize it into national development of common sense. That is when religion will go down, and we human beings will start shining. We put religion on our foot and sit down on it, the way the Europeans do now. The way they do now. You don't see them. They go to start having a night vigil, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, to do 100 days fasting for progress. No, it's not done. Why? It is common sense they developed. It is not because they change religion. No. Opposite of religion is common sense. Now, when you are highly religious, you don't know. I look at you. Look at the person. Common sense is not there at all, because before you talk one, you have talked 10, and in that whole 10 statements, he's only quoting from the cage where they program him to quote. Nothing more. He cannot get out from there. Oh, the book of John say, the book of Galatians say, and the book of Daniel say, nothing more. That is where they tie the person. You see that the common sense is not working. He is a program. A program, a robot. Once he come out to start talking, a robot programmed. It will go through that protocol and nothing more. It has nothing again to offer. So that common sense is subdued. But the Europeans remove, subdue religion and increase their common sense. That is why they are practicing religion, the same religion that is practiced in Africa in a different way. They practice the same religion in Europe, but they subdue religion. In Africa, common sense is not developed. So they are still in that antiquity of believing that word come from a spirit. The same way. When you talk about going back to our roots, some people now they okay, now come, we will give you word. That is still the same thing. The same thing. You understand? The same running around. But once you develop common sense, and as a people now will open eye and say, look, countries develop through hard work, through policies, pro-people policies that encourage hard work, government, promotion of government that cares for their people, government that is accountable, that the people hold accountable, not a government like OPPOS or deceiving the people. You see, he came up and started telling people, the Imo youths gather, now I am going to, I have negotiated with EU and Canada. Even he say Canadian countries. Do you see? A scammer that is not is not well versed. He make mistakes. In EU countries and Canadian countries. He forgot to understand that Canada is a country. Only one country. They don't have Canadian countries. You understand? And people there, zombies are shouting, yeah, because that is what they want to hear. That is the only thing they want to hear. They don't want to hear, something that stirs up their mindset. Something that makes them reason like human being. No. Sentiment is all that works in human being. I watch Mazi Isaac. He said something. He said when he started new, some church pastors and the Jews called him, as Igbo love themselves when he established that. They called him, say, oh boy, you want to make more money. Stop disturbing yourself. Here, what people want to hear is, receive you. Receive, we. That is the only thing they want to hear. Now, what you are going to do, they are giving him advice. This you are able of themselves. This thing you are doing, invite a well-known pastor. You understand? Now, when he comes, now you tell them that look, you post us everywhere that God will hear you. You will receive your blessing. People will gather. And when they see that man of God, the so-called man of God, that money will be flowing. And they will divide it into 33.33% each. One for you, anything we gather. One for you, one for the host, the guest man of God, and one for expenses. Every time you be doing it like this, before you know, you become a billionaire. Exactly. Say how the people that because he said they told him, because this is what Nigerians want to hear. The people, oh, this week is your week. This year is coming to an end. Don't worry, 31st now. This year 2024 is your year. Receive it, and the same thing. You see, that is what the people want to hear. You tell them what they want to hear. Our people are accustomed to this, so that when they hear another type of preaching or another type of discussion, intellectual discussion, that is not that thing they want to hear, they start doubting you or distancing themselves, because they are not intellectually mature in order to go deep and think deep, make researches about what you are saying. That is why many of our people are deceived with con men, all these criminals that are doing cinema on social media. They will come and carry one gun, shoot, go, oh, Biafra, we are doing it. Oh, yeah. The following day, they do fundraising. You will see our people say, now, we back on them. And now, these people need support.